Listen to me. If you are approaching age 65, or if you are already retired and navigating the waters of your golden years, I need you to pause. I need you to stand up, put down your coffee, and look me in the eye. Because we are about to talk about the single greatest threat to your retirement security, and it is not the stock market. It is not inflation. It is your health, and the absolute illusion of what you think Medicare covers versus what it actually covers. I hear it all the time. People come to me and say, "Susie, I worked hard, I saved, and when I turned 65, Uncle Sam has me covered. Medicare pays for my health care." Oh, girlfriend. Oh, boyfriend. You are living in a dream world, and that dream is going to cost you every single penny you spent a lifetime saving if you do not wake up right now. Let's get real. Medicare is not a single, giant safety net that catches everything. It is a complicated four-part puzzle, and if you don't know how the pieces fit together, you are going to fall right through the cracks. Today we are going to break down the problem, face the fears, answer the hard questions, and most importantly, I am going to give you actionable, undeniable steps to protect your money. Because I want you to be safe, strong, and secure. First, let's look at the absolute foundation of Medicare. It's what we call Original Medicare, Part A and Part B. Medicare Part A is your hospital insurance. Most of you won't pay a monthly premium for this because you paid into the system through your payroll taxes while you were working. But do not let that word free fool you. Premium free does not mean cost free. If you get sick and have to go to the hospital, do you know what your deductible is? In 2026, the Medicare Part A hospital deductible is $1,736. And that is not an annual deductible. That is a deductible per benefit period. If you go into the hospital, get discharged, and have to go back 60 days later, you could owe that $1,736 all over again. And heaven forbid you stay in the hospital longer than 60 days. On day 61, you start paying a whopping $434 a day out of your own pocket. That is your money, gone, just to stay in that hospital bed. Now, let's look at Medicare Part B. This is your medical insurance. It covers your doctor visits, your outpatient surgeries, your lab tests, and things like wheelchairs or walkers. Unlike Part A, Part B has a standard monthly premium. In 2026, that premium has gone up to $202.90 a month. If you have a higher income, you might pay even more than that due to surcharges. But here is the real kicker with Part B. Once you pay your $283 annual deductible, Medicare only pays 80% of your covered medical costs. You are responsible for the remaining 20%. Do you hear what I am saying to you? 20%. And under Original Medicare, there is no out-of-pocket maximum. None. If you have a catastrophic illness, if you need a specialized outpatient cancer treatment that costs $50,000, you are on the hook for 20% of that bill. That is $10,000. If the bill is $100,000, you owe $20,000. That is a black hole that can suck the life right out of your retirement portfolio. It only covers skilled nursing care on a very limited, short-term basis, up to 100 days, if you are recovering from a specific hospital stay. After that, you are entirely on your own. If you need long-term care, you will have to burn through your own savings until you are practically bankrupt before Medicaid will ever kick in to help. This is the fear. It is the fear of losing control, the fear of becoming a burden to your children, and the fear of watching everything you spent 40 years saving vanish into medical bills. But I do not want you to make decisions out of fear. I want you to make decisions out of power. And power comes from knowing your options and taking action. You have choices. When you enroll in Medicare, you can choose to stick with Original Medicare, Part A and Part B, but if you do, you must buy two more pieces of the puzzle to protect yourself. First, you need Medicare Part D for your prescription drugs. In 2026, there is some incredible news here. There is now a hard $2,100 annual out-of-pocket cap on your prescription drugs under Part D. Once you hit that cap, your plan covers 100% of your covered drugs. That is a massive victory for your wallet, but you still have to enroll in a Part D plan and pay the premium. Second, you absolutely must look into a Medigap policy, also known as Medicare Supplement Insurance. Medigap is private insurance that you pay a monthly premium for, but it steps in and pays that 20% co-insurance that Part B leaves behind, as well as hospital deductibles. It puts a shield between your savings and the medical system. Your other choice is Medicare Part C, which we call Medicare Advantage. These are private, bundled plans that cover Part A, Part B, and usually Part D all in one. They often throw in those extra perks like basic dental, vision, and hearing. Many of them have very low monthly premiums. It sounds like a dream, right? So, what is your actionable takeaway today? Number 1, map out your health and your wealth. If you have chronic conditions, take expensive medications, and want the freedom to see any doctor, you should lean toward original Medicare paired with a Medigap policy and a Part D plan. Yes, you will pay higher monthly premiums, but you will have predictable, fixed costs and absolute freedom. If you are relatively healthy, on a tight budget, and comfortable staying within a local network of doctors, Medicare Advantage might be the right fit, but you must check that your specific doctors and medications are in that plan's network. Number 2, do not miss your enrollment window. Your initial enrollment period is a 7-month window around your 65th birthday. If you miss it and you don't have qualifying coverage from an active employer, you will face lifetime late enrollment penalties that will make your premiums permanently more expensive. Number 3, create a dedicated healthcare emergency fund. Since Medicare won't cover dental, vision, or long-term care, you must set aside money specifically for these expenses. Do not touch it for vacations. Do not touch it to help your kids. It is there to protect your peace of mind. My friends, your health is your wealth. You cannot have a secure retirement if you are one medical emergency away from financial ruin. Take control of your Medicare choices today. Be strong. Be smart. And be secure.